I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gordon.
For our group's category analysis project, we decided to take a look into WU's food and beverage suppliers and just see where we could find where they could cut costs. WU spends annually a little over 2.961 million a year on food and beverage services. All of these suppliers provide products needed for university dining halls, athletic events, or even festivals. Our group decided it would be more efficient to cut down the food and beverage supply chain to three key suppliers and the three main ones that the university is already using. From there, W can build an even stronger relationship with these suppliers and hopefully reap the benefits of negotiating with them. Just to give you an idea of why W spends so much on food and beverage services, as of fall 2020, W student enrollment was 29,107, the vast majority of that being at the Morgantown campus. And average attendance for home sporting events in 2021 for home football games this year was 51,583. So far through 5 men's basketball games, it's been 10,821.
So taking a look into the supply chain of the food and beverage here at West Virginia University. So WVU has many different locations to supply, whether that is dining halls, coffee or convenience stores, new dining locations, health sciences, or even athletic events. The constant flow of staff and students is something very important to consider at these locations. When when it is a supplier's main goal to satisfy the needs of the location, our group can help by making the supply chain more efficient.
So in Excel, we limited the first column in the spreadsheet to food and beverage, the second column to food and service, the third column to food and beverage again, and then the fourth to miscellaneous food and beverage. And so by doing this, this gave us an idea of who the dominant suppliers were and who the smaller suppliers were as well. And so when we limited the data, as I just explained, it gave us 11 total suppliers. As you can see, US Foods is the primary one with just about over $2 million spent. And then the second supplier being Paragon Foods with just under $300,000 spent.
So, as we said, WVU has three main food and beverage suppliers. And looking at this graph of what they spend with each supplier, you can see that they have a pretty good standing relationship with US Foods. But in particular, Gordon Food Services and Paragon Foods have room to improve with WVU's relationship. Now, along with the top three suppliers, WVU also sources food and beverage from multiple other suppliers, some of those being the Crook Brothers, Cisco Corporation, and D&M Snacks. Purchases from the other smaller suppliers are inconsistent, and each supplier is only sourced from once or twice a year. These purchases being anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. And with the renegotiation with our top three suppliers, we believe we can reduce that number pretty greatly. By cutting down to three main suppliers, WVU could save $258,088, bringing the total amount spent down to $2,703,213, just 91% of what WVU is already spending. The money saved could be used in negotiating with the top three suppliers, and it could also be put towards other expenses to improve the quality of life on campus, whether that be an event like Up All Night, something like Food Fest, or investing it back into the dining halls.
So after we cut down WVU's main suppliers to three, we can then start to negotiate. With US Foods having over 3/4 before we cut them down of our food and beverage supplies, WVU can work on deals for larger discounts on orders. In addition, we can work on other discounts with Gordon Food Services and Paragon. WVU can also allow for these companies to sponsor events such as sponsor athletic events, and this ultimately gains revenue and can be reinvested back into the quality and efficiency of the products being received and our supply chain here. All these solutions will lower the chaos of the food and beverage supply chain and can be seen, or that is seen at West Virginia.